Hey, Trinity fam, look at this pretty face here. Aren't you glad that you're not just looking at me or from the West Campus? You're not just looking at Pastor Brian.
So, got double trouble.
Oh my goodness. What in the world are we going to get into tonight? Well, we're starting the new home group year for 2023. Mm-hmm. Welcome to home group. Welcome to the place where we really start to transform our lives through our relationships. And that's how God works with us. Hope you're having a great time already. Let's jump into tonight's content. Of course, our theme for the first part of the year is about knowing God, how we know God. There's all kinds of ways that we get to know God. And for this session, we're going to go to a passage in John, and it's happening at the Last Supper. And Jesus is talking a lot about how his disciples know him.
Right. John 14, verses 6 through 9 say, Jesus told him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. If you had really known me, you would know who my Father is. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and we will be satisfied. Jesus replied, have I been with you all this time, Philip, and yet you still don't know who I am? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. Dude, they've been together 3.5 years by this point.
I know. This is at the Last Supper, right?
How do they not know each other?
I don't know.
I mean, you and I have known each other for over 20 years now. We've been really close friends for over 20 years. I know things about you, like little quirks that you have. If he goes and gets a salad at Zaxby's, he's got to pull out all the red cabbage first. Then he's going to put on his honey mustard and his hot sauce dressing. That's just his little quirky way of doing things. I'm sure he knows things about me, but we don't live together.
No. I mean,
that probably would be the ending of the friendship, maybe. Maybe
I'm
a little bit too dramatic. That's a whole other level. I mean, let's think about this. The disciples have been with Jesus for 3.5 years. They lived together.
Yeah, traveled.
They spent time together, traveled together. I mean, this is big stuff. And here they are at the Last Supper, and they're asking questions about how to know God or how to have this experience that they've never had before. And it's like, wait a minute, have you not, 3.5 years, have we not already crossed this line before? I mean, how does that strike you?
I mean, Jesus is he knows that he's about to be crucified.
Yeah.
This is the Passion Week. This is the Last Supper. And I feel like his humanity is really rising up to say, whoa, 3.5 years of day in, day out with these guys, and they still don't get who I am. There's, as much as they know about me, there is so much more that they don't realize that there's more to know.
There's still more to know.
Yeah. And I don't know what went through Jesus' heart about that, but he was clearly in this passage, in this conversation, trying to help them to understand that there's more than what you understand now.
Yeah.
And for us, as long as any of us has been saved in church, walking the Christian walk, I think it's important that we understand that it's human nature to kind of settle into a routine.
Yeah. Or familiarity.
Yeah. And kind of get things the way we like them, get them ordered like we, get them all set, and then we just live.
Yeah.
And we coast a lot of times, and we don't understand, and we're not always aware that this Christian walk, this relationship with the Holy Spirit, is something that can progress further and further and further. And those scriptures about God taking us from line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, from glory to glory.
Yeah.
His mercies are new every morning. There's always something new to discover and experience and to know with God.
And the knowing leads to intimacy.
Yeah. And vice versa.
Yeah,
right?
just beyond surface level.
Yeah,
it's something so much stronger.
Yeah. So I think it's a challenge for us to, no matter if you've been with Jesus 2 weeks or 20 years, to know that there's always something more to know. There's a new side to see of Jesus as we experience things in life and with him, as we learn we can take head knowledge, but then we got to move beyond that into experience, into the heart, right?
Yeah.
So God's always challenging me, as much as you think you know, Jay, shoot, there's so much more. And Jesus is telling Philip, wow, you've been with me for 3.5 years and you still don't realize that there's more.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great word for us.
Absolutely.
Is to always check ourselves, never get comfortable, never get complacent, and to always be saying, God, search me, know me. Am I comfortable? Am I settling? Is there more? And what more do you have for me? That's an important question, right?
That's a good one.
Asking the Lord, what more do you have for me? And he'll always answer it. He'll always lead us into it. So let's challenge each other with some of those questions tonight as we get to know each other, and maybe we have some new relationships to build in home group and to meet. So meet one another. If you don't know one another, start to share your stories. And let's just challenge ourselves with this one idea that there's still more to know.
Absolutely. What do I not know about you?
So much. So much.
Don't forget to thank your home group pastors and those who have opened their homes to you. God bless your time together. We look forward to seeing you real soon.